Hey, what's up everyone? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Retro Games Reloaded. My name is Dom. Today we are playing Virtua Racing on arcade by way of the Nintendo Switch. This version was done by M2 are the guys who've done all the Sega Ages port of Sega's classic arcade games on the Switch. And this one was released in August 1992, I believe. And done by Sega's AM1 development team and led by the legendary Yu Suzuki. And we're gonna share a screenshot of the man. No, not this one. This one. This is the guy. He's probably one of the first video game auteurs, alongside maybe Hideo Kojima. He's responsible for all the great classic 90s arcade games from Sega. Space Harrier, Afterburner, Outrun, Hang On, Enduro Racer. You name it, he did it back in the 80s and 90s. So a legend in video game and a pioneer in video game, and we're not worthy. But anyway, he's also the guy behind this Virtua Racing. So this game was designed for the Sega's Model 1 board. I think it was sort of like a proof of concept kind of deal, which is why maybe it's a bit more simplistic than maybe some other games that came after, like Sega Rally and Daytona. Daytona, obviously considered one of the best arcade games of all time, and we're going to play it at some point. But yeah, we're going to just get into this one, and we're just going to see if we can break my personal record. So I think anyway, Big Forest, the beginner stage, I think I reached 4th place. The second stage, I think it's called Bay Area, I believe. I think I got to position 6. And I think on the experts course called Acropolis, set in Greece, I think, with nods to Outrun. We'll see in a second. So anyway, we're just gonna get to it. It's gonna be in Q&A. Some virtual coins. So, well, from what I can gather, this one was basically done to test 3D polygon graphics on the Model 1 hardware that Sega was developing. So anyway, we're gonna put some coins. Big Forest, Bay Bridge, and the Acropolis. So each stage has like a little, not gimmick, just like a little something that makes it stand out. So the Big Forest has the fairground, the Bay Bridge has the bridge, and the Acropolis has a little lake area with the sailboat. Anyway, let's do it. Let's be-and-Q it. So very, very smooth. Very, very smooth. So this one of the plays really, really well. So the original arcade run at 30 frames a second, making one of the most fluid kind of racing games of the time, I think. And so yeah, this was one of the first racing games to use fully polygonal 3D graphics. So setting the stage, the scene for future races, like the aforementioned Daytona. So this game has a cool mechanics called the VR view system, where you can switch between 4 different camera angles, I believe. And we're playing on the Switch, so the A button is accelerate, the B button decelerates, and the X button is the viewboard. So I don't particularly like any of the other views, to be honest. I'm not really one of them. But anyway, we are going to showcase it here, but I'm not a big fan. So already we are 6th out of 16. So already doing pretty well. So we are going to discuss what M2 did for the port, for the Switch port, for the Sega Ages version. Anyway, so I think they made the graphics more bright and colourful and vibrant compared to the arcade. This runs at a full 1080p docked and 720p handheld. and you can see it's buttery smooth. The controls are very, very buttery smooth. I think they improved the draw distance well, so you can see further ahead. That's one of the things that they did, and I think you can do up to 8-player multiplayer. But don't remember if that's local co-op or online. It might be online. So yeah, so you got some multiplayer as well. So very, very cool. See, there's the fairground with a little Viking ship called Hiking there. I don't know why they changed it. Or did they think the word Viking was copyrighted or something? I don't know. So anyway, yeah. So we are gonna. Okay, I just don't want to spoil my rate. I'm doing pretty well. Still 6th position. So 5th position. Nice. I think the races, they keep going until you basically run out of time or you finish. So there we go. We don't have much time anymore. By the time you get to the 4th lap, we kind of basically ran out of time. So we are running out of time. And actually, the way we're going, we might get another chance at another lap and didn't mean to spin there. I think we are going to go over the line. Oh, with 10 seconds on the clock, I don't think we're going to. we're not going to. I don't think we're going to get much further than 5th place here. There we go. Result 5th place, and total time got just over 3 minutes. And the best lap is okay. I think it was like 41 seconds. I think. So I don't think I got enough to get on the scoreboard. Doesn't look like. Anyway, we are going to try. We'll try each stage a few times. Actually, let's switch to the other camera angles now, so you can see them. You can see. So I do recommend you get this game. I think they do go occasionally on sale on the eShop, so it is worth picking up. This is another pioneer. I mean, we were talking about pioneers. We talked about Yu Suzuki earlier, and we might do a deep dive on him at some point. Yeah, there you go. That's the next camera angle, so it's a bit further up. And yeah, I don't know. I find it a bit more jerky, as the camera has to contend with the environment. So I don't find this as fun as the other one. So anyway, we'll keep this on. I did do a long time ago. I played this game a long time ago, and I did do some shorts, and I compared it to the Mega Drive version, which I did have actually. I did have the Mega Drive version of this, and we're definitely going to play that as well. And I also compared it to the original arcade, I believe. It's hard to get on MAME, because it's hard to get a fully functioning kind of ROM on MAME of this one. So I did play that. So I compared that to the Switch version, compared that to the Mega Drive version, and I compared that to the 32X version. And the 32X version is the deluxe version. So, and it's probably the best home conversion of Virtua Racing that you can, well, apart from this one. But this is basically a port of the arcade. So actually, I'm not doing too badly. Actually, I do love the early polygonal kind of graphics as well. So 6th, we're not doing too badly for time. I think we're on a first lap was faster actually than the second lap. So let's see if we can go under 40 seconds. That'll be good. I think we'll do 4 goes on each stage, and then we'll just change the camera angle for each run. Actually, that's probably a good idea. So yeah, you can see all the skid marks there as well. Yeah, I think by the time I get to the 4th stage, I'm running out of time already. Oh no! No, don't spin out of control, mate. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think there was a fairground. If I remember, there was a fairground in Outrunners as well. The 3rd game in the Outrun series. Coincidentally, not developed by Yu Suzuki. So we do have a few more Yu Suzuki games to play. We've got G-Lock coming up at some point, and yeah. And what else we have? And we have to play Virtua Racer at one point as well. I think that's the 2nd game he did after Hang On. I think he might have been involved in some other projects before Hang On. I think Hang On was the first game he actually was a lead on, I believe, but don't quote me on that. So I do need to do some more research on it. But yeah, so we got G-Lock to come as well, and I think G-Lock, I think it was we'll talk about it more when we play G-Lock, but I think the Afterburner 3 on the Mega CD, I think it's basically G-Lock, right? And I think you can switch camera angles in that one. You can have the first person view on the arcade. You can have a third person view to make it play a bit more like okay, so I think 5th, so not quite my personal best, but not too far off. I always get confused with that, like Fade to Black, because I think the game's cut off or something. So let's see. We're gonna play it again. This time we are gonna change the camera angle a wee bit. Which this is like the really high, but kind of like almost a top-down view. Excuse me. I call this the Micro Machines view. When I play this on this camera angle, I do feel like I'm playing Micro Machines a little bit. Obviously, not the same control for me. And I'm not very good at this at this camera angle either. So I think this is the camera angle I was mostly thinking about when I said it makes the game a little bit more unintentionally jerky as a camera to contend with like environmental objects and hazards, and obviously I'm not very good at playing with this kind of angle either, so probably not gonna get a record playing with this angle. But yeah, look at that. And also I think what this angle does as well, it makes it look like the stages are like floating above the ground. Like they're somehow like, you know, like we're playing in like maybe in Laputa in the sky or something. So it doesn't feel like the courses are actually grounded. You know, I think the other stages are gonna look even more like that. You see there on the left. Look there, you can see it feels like you're floating off the ground. So yeah. Yeah. I can't forget to brake, otherwise some of those turns. This is not too bad. This is the beginning. How am we doing? 9th, so not doing particularly well. I do forget to I don't know. The higher the angle, the less I actually brake for some reason. I do try not to brake as often as possible. So we do 9. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get very far with this angle. Not my favorite camera angle. Anyway, I think like I said, my favorite camera angle is the one that is the default one. But okay, you can see they're not very good at this. Not very good at this. All right, let's try it again one more time with the 4th camera angle, which is the first person view. Here we go. This angle is not too bad. I'm just not very good at first person racing games. I do prefer the third person. Same with flight sims actually. I do prefer like a third person. I can see the plane. Probably because of my spatial awareness has never been the best, like as a kid. So I've always preferred to actually see the object I'm controlling. So, but actually it's not too bad. The thing with me is like I'm terrible at judging the distance between the cars, and indeed the planes when I'm playing a flight sim or a paid flight game or something. But yeah, actually I'm not doing too badly. 6th place, 2nd lap. Wasn't the fastest lap ever, so I still contend that I do the fastest laps Like we're using the default. Oh my god! That okay. That actually, yeah, cool. So it goes briefly out of the first-person view to show you the crash. Actually, the crashes here aren't too bad. They're not too. I think we might play the Mega Drive version next. We might try the original arcade version as well, just to see how it compares to to the Switch version. But I think this is probably the way to play Virtua Racing, the arcade version. You know, apart from going to finding it in an actual arcade cabinet, you know. Apart from that, I think this is probably the best way to experience Virtua Racing. Oh my god, this is because I turned my face away from the screen, which you shouldn't do when you're racing, of course, but sometimes you just can't help it. So yeah, got it fine. So still 6th place, so doing better than the previous 2 shows. This is probably the worst winner in this particular 44. So faster. That lap was faster. I think I'm overlapping now. Cars. So yeah, I might get to the next checkpoint, but I don't know whether I'm going to get to the checkpoint after that. That's the one I don't know if I'm going to get. If we don't break, then maybe we'll get to the next. Yeah, I'm just lapping now. Yeah, 10 setting. Yeah, I think there's quite a gap between this checkpoint and the starting lines. So I doubt I'm. Yeah. No. All right, cool. So we are gonna switch over to the next course, the intermediate course one. Bay Bridge. So yeah, played this a little bit. These two. The last 2 courses I've never really dabbled in them much, so in fact this might be the first time, not the first time, but this might be the most I've dedicated to doing these courses. So, and actually for their designation as hard, intermediate, and hard, they're not that hard really. They're not really that hard. So. I think here, especially when we do the other camera angles, hey, there's a windmill there, so maybe it takes place in Holland or something. Those windmills, of course, are a nod to the original Outrun, where you know, on some of the stages you would pass windmills. So I do think that's a kind of a nod to the Outrun. Of course, Yu Suzuki being involved in developing both games, I wouldn't be surprised if they had Easter eggs. Even the 32-bit versions of Afterburner had Easter eggs. So when you landed on the airfield in stage 5, you'd see the hang-on bike and the Outrun Ferrari Testarossa. Like I said, it doesn't surprise me that Yu Suzuki would hide Easter eggs from his previous games. So. Cool, man. So yeah, not too bad. 9th, I think 6th is my best position on this. Boom! Oh, that pushed me back quite a bit actually, and I've lost a lot of ground. So that's for talking. that's for smart talking. Hey! Yeah. Okay. Wow, 12th position, man. Like being knocked back, literally and figuratively. Let's see how we do. We might be able to claw back some position, but I don't know if we. Oh, I'm not sure whether we're going to. Okay, we clawed back 1 position. This is number 10. Yes, it is. So, but we don't have much time on the clocks. So, maybe I'm getting the hang of this one. No. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're meant to be. Bay Bridge, I think we're in some kind of version of San Francisco. Oi! Oh, at least you spun out, not me this time. 5 seconds on the clock. That we're gonna make it. Yeah. Cool. Okay, 9th, not the best result, and my best lap was 51 there. Alright, we'll try it again, and this time we are going to we're going to try different camera angles and see how we do. So yeah, we'll try the 4 camera angles on each course, and then we'll get out of here. Oh yeah, that's good. So this course, this slightly top view, slightly not quite micro machines, but you know, getting that AC there. One of the things I was telling you about was the kind of the environmental objects. And this one is, see, look, it looks like the course is floating above the sea. So it's not, it doesn't look very grounded, so it's pretty cool. I actually enjoy it. It looks like we're in kind of alternate reality Earth where the courses are floating. I don't know. It gives like kind of a sci-fi feel. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty cool though. And this is like a fully locked 60 frames to the arcade. So pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I think M2 did a good job. I think purists will probably grumble at how vibrant and bright they made the graphics. I think it looks really nice, man. Really nice. It plays really well. Like on 60 frames, buttery smooth. Now for the Switch version, I hope they I hope they do put like a 120 frames version. I don't know. I'm sure it can handle it. The Switch 2 maybe might be able to handle 120 frames. I don't know. For me, with the Switch 2, when I'm not gonna get one at launch. I've got other can't really justify one launch, but I might get one for Black Friday. I might get one on Black Friday, and I'm just curious how games like Elden Ring are gonna play on the Switch. Like you know that trailer they released a while back. I think some dedicated fans, they actually broke down the trailer and they said like they spotted some frame rate drops on the trailer. I don't think they even said what frame rate they're targeting for Elden Ring on the Switch 2. So I am very curious. If it plays nicely, then oh, sorry mate, sorry governor. I don't know. I'm thinking they might target a 30 frames a second frame rate for the Switch 2. I don't know. I hope not. I hope it's a buttery smooth 60 frames, but I doubt it. All right, cool. So we're gonna try it again. The Bay Bridge, and this time we're gonna use the micro machine style. Oh, Shiza. There we go. Right, here the camera might bump into some of these. It's actually alright. Oh, here you can really notice like the course seems to be floating on above the sea. Okay, here, okay, yeah, camera kind of clips into the environment, so okay, yeah, that's not great. That's not great. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think we've established that if you don't play this course with the top-down Micro Machines view, because the camera will clip into that tunnel over there that we've just passed. So, yeah. And yeah, as well, yeah, those are little yeah. Again, you can't really see where you're going when the camera clips through those girders, whatever you want to call them. So, but yeah. Another thing is we are playing on automatic transmission, and I've never been able to get a grip on manual transmission. So I've always relied on automatic. So, but you probably saw it there when you choose each stage. You have to choose whether you want to play with manual transmission or automatic. We're an automatic here. Automatic? Hydromatic? What could be grease lightning? Yeah, I can't gel with this camera angle at all. Ooh, I'm failing here. 13 and a 16. At least I'm not last, eh? At least we can boast about that. Again, those girders, they really put me off my game. The camera kind of jerks around as well when you hit some of the environmental hazards. Look at that, you can see the bridge, the steel girders, the wires, they don't connect to the bridge. This one, here we go. This one, oh yeah, damn it. Yeah, it's not great. But anyway, we are giving each course a go on each camera angle setting, if you will. Those are the windmills there. I just think we are meant to be in some kind of area. I always crash into those arrow signs. So. Gonna miss the 12. I think I'm gonna stay in 12. I haven't even reached lap 4, which I normally tend to do. Yeah. All right. Cool. One more go on Bay Bridge, and this time we're gonna choose the first person view. Yeah, we do it. 5, 2, 3, go! If you're going, there we go. Just you see there, you can see they kind of connect. We're really low on the ground here, so it's always great when you have like an elevation. So I mean, it's good when you have a downward looking elevator. Oh, when it's like this, it's fine when you're going down. When you're going up, it's a different kettle of fish, I'm afraid. It's pretty cool. Too bad. Actually, it's probably my second favorite. Probably my second favorite view. After the before one. Before one is the one I probably played this game through with the most. So 10th position, not the best. We can get the at least here the environment doesn't clip, so not bad. I say that's actually not a bad stretch. Those cows over there, I just realised. Cows on the left. There might have been cows, but I can't really focus with them. I'm gonna race here. I wonder what happens if you take the wrong turn. I'm curious about that. I am actually curious about it. So go 24 and okay. Well, we'll see how we do. If you're going the same disco. The extend time. We might get to the checkpoint. We are gonna get to the checkpoint. There we go. We're not gonna bounce back either. Oh my god! Yeah, I always crash into those. It's tight. That's a tight corner. Not as tight as a corner in. Excuse me. On the third course. 7, 5, 4. We are gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Nice. Oh man. With 10 seconds on the clock, 9th position. We're gonna say. I think we might go through the tunnel, but that's it. Almost got to the checkpoint. Almost got to the checkpoint. Okay, we're gonna check out the last course, Acropolis, the expert course. So, but yeah. So yeah. If you were lucky enough to play this in arcade, you had a few options in the arcade. So you had a twin sit-down model and an upright single-player model. So I never encountered this arcade cabinet, any Virtua Racing arcade cabinet out in the wild. So this one might be my favorite course, the expert one. Those white sandy chalky cliffs. There you go. See, that's the the nod to Outrun I was saying. The sailing boats on the lake as you drive by. Look at that. That's a sleepy kind of Greek village. And hey, there might be the Pantheon up there. Oh, look, no, it looks like a castle. Okay, this is the tightest corner in the entire game. Gonna go through it now. Woo! Alright, cool. Okay, that wasn't that. Could have been better. Could have been worse, I guess. Been better, could have been worse. Hey, better bing, better boom. Yeah. I've never been lucky enough to encounter this this arcade cabinet in a while, so. Unless you go to one of these, I don't know, one of these dedicated retro arcade halls somewhere. You know, there's one in Nottingham, which I really want to go to, and might be one near me as well. A couple of really great ones in America as well. Some viewers were telling me about. So, yeah, man, I'd love to be able to go to visit like an old school arcade hall. Yeah, I remember going back in the 90s in London, going to the Trocadero in Piccadilly in London, and on the top floor you'd have like an arcade hall. You'd have all sorts of cabinets there, Street Fighter, and I don't know what else. I don't remember what else was there, but also in Trocadero, I was lucky enough to experience virtual reality for the first time ever back in '93. I think it was. I managed to, I think it was like a mech warrior kind of kind of game. So you had you sat in like kind of like a little pod, and you were given your virtual headset, and it was basically like playing mech warrior. That's what it was. It was pretty cool at the time. So yeah. Also, you had a Pepsi sponsored kind of elevator that looked like a Pepsi can that would move, transport you up and down the different floors. There used to be an H&B in Trocadero as well, on the ground floor. That's gone now. I think the only H&B now in Oxford Street. I think it's near Marble Arch now. So there used to be a really big 4-story one on the other side of Oxford Circus, but they took it. Alright, so let's try again. This time we're going to do the slightly top-down view, and we'll see. No, sorry, wrong one. This one. See how we do. Got the flags there. Okay. Japanese one is like a square, not a circle. I don't know. The stylized version of the Japanese sun, the land of the rising sun. Like, I want to go to Japan. Never been to Japan. One of my lifelong dreams to go to Japan. Tokyo, of course. Spending a few days in Tokyo, scouring the manga shops and the gaming shops. Man, see some really weird stuff come out of some of those retro gaming shops. And oh man, spinning around, get out of my way. Well, yeah, and maybe I should get out of their way instead. So it's some of the list of things to do. So definitely want to scout the manga, anime. I'm not so much into anime these days. I think the last anime I watched was Attack on Titan. I still have to watch the second half of season 4. I left it on a very, very big cliffhanger. Attack on Titan. So I need to watch the second half of season 4, and I don't remember if they've done a season 5 of Attack on Titan. That's the last kind of anime that I watched, and I am curious to try some of the games as well. So yeah, it must be a nice day, man. Okay, so that's the look, pillars there. So there might be the Parthenon up there. I don't know what that castle is meant to represent. So yeah, man. Yeah, okay, here we go. It feels kind of small, the stage. I don't know. It feels quite short. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think I've learned to stay on the out of the grass still. Hey, don't step on the grass, man. Slow kid. Yeah. Hey, don't smoke. Don't step on the grass either, man. Touch grass, actually. Yeah, touch grass, man. Don't stay on the computer all the time. Touch grass as well. That's what I try to do. Or touch sand in my case. But yeah, Japan's on the bucket list, man. So manga, anime, retro games, sightseeing. I'm a sucker for castles. Yeah, so want to go to Osaka as well. Kyoto. There's some streets in Kyoto that haven't changed since the 17th century, so dying to go. I also want to try and go on Godzilla Day. I think Godzilla Day falls in December or something. Godzilla Day. So, oh look, you see a little bit of damage on the car. I didn't notice that before. Okay. Result 9. Okay. Okay. Well, this is as good as it got for me earlier as well. So I guess for this one, I'm kind of on par on this one. Okay, let's try it a couple more times with the here we go. Okay, hi, grid ladies, grid girls. You don't see them anymore. Okay, micro machines. Here we go. Yeah, the card does take damage. Not too much damage. It's real damage, so it's pretty cool. Like attention to detail. So, wondering. I guess it's meant to be some kind of Athens, maybe. A stylized version of Athens or something. I don't know. Feels like you're going slower when you in this like kind of top-down view. It does feel like you're going slower. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know. See how we do. 12th position. Let's see if we can actually. It'd be ironic if actually achieve the new position on the scoreboard. On where you using this view. I doubt it, but you know, stranger things have happened. Okay, well, look at that. Maybe I'm not speaking too soon on this occasion. Hey, that might be number 9 right there. So, come on, baby. The good thing about this view, you know, see here, there's no like tunnels to obscure your view. So actually, this is pretty good course for this particular camera angle, and you do see more of the course as well. Yeah, sucker! Ooh, 8th position! Okay. Maybe it's time for me to eat my words or something? Pretty cool. It looks like you're going down a kind of mountain kind of drive, man. Like you know, like when you see them in the films when they're driving down Malibu or the Amalfi Coast in Italy. You know. Pretty cool. But yeah, I still can't seem to get off the grass and on that particular curve. It's a hard curve to take, in all fairness, so still in 8th position, so that's pretty cool. Pretty nice. Pretty neat, man. Pretty neat. Yeah, I think we'll definitely have to play the Mega Drive version of this and 32X version of this. We haven't really played that many 32X games here. I think we played the Afterburner version of I think on 32X. I think that's pretty much it. I haven't played many, so we need to remedy that. Pretty cool. Some pretty cool games on the 32X. To be a shame that Sega bungled it, man. Like Sega America was doing one thing, Sega Japan was doing another. So, Japan was promoting the Saturn, and I don't know, man. When you put the Mega CD and you put the 32X and the Mega together, it looks like one kind of monstrosity, one cable-laden monstrosity. And each thing has its own like power support. So it's really funny as well because some Genesis games, they look better than the Mega CD games, which is ironic. Alright, cool. Let's give it one more go. This time we're going to be using the first person game. And I think that's it. I don't think there's much more to see in this game, to be honest. Here we go. So yeah, Grid Girls definitely missed. You definitely missed Grid Girls. I used to be a big fan of Formula 1 back in the day. Not so much anymore. Like I used to sit down every Sunday. With my dad, we used to watch Formula 1 every Sunday. It's kind of like a ritual for us for a long time. And yeah, I miss those days. I think I stopped watching like. But yeah, I think it was before they made all the regulatory changes to the cars and stuff. I think Damon Hill was there, Schumacher, Raikkonen was there. So it's that generation of racers that I followed. So that's when I became aware. Oh my god! Oh, I'm messing around here. Come on! TP checkpoint. I do wonder if it's based on a real castle. That I'm doing pretty badly actually. Didn't do too badly in the last cam review actually. So yeah, I think we should focus. With racing games, just what it is. And the thing is, when you're trying to talk and joke and spout trivia and race at the same time, it's not easy, man. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. Okay, I'm playing racing really well now. Maybe I should just go zen and like live in the moment, man. Live in the moment. Yeah, I did watch the Ayrton Senna miniseries on Netflix. Pretty cool, man. Pretty good show. I think it's like 4 or 5 episodes, and from what I can gather, it's quite realistic, quite true to life what they depicted. So pretty sure they took some creative liberties, like for dramatic effect. But from what I read about his life, it's actually pretty close to his life from what I read, and so it's a good show anyway to watch. So. Shows you from his rise from when he was a boy to untimely passing. So, but yeah, very good show. Very good show. I mean, and it's in native Brazilian as well. The Brazilian with I watched it in Brazilian with English sub. We're not going to do very well here. So, hey man, all right. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? 10th. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. So, alright. Let's summarize what the M2 version of Virtua Racing brings. So you get a higher resolution and frame rate. So you get 1080p docked, 720p handheld, locked 60 frames, buttery smooth. It's very smooth and it glides, man. The frame rate glides, man. And so this is it's also the best looking version of the game, I think so. Although the 32X version does a good job of approximating the arcade, so when we get to that. So it's got expanded multiplayer. You can support up to 8 players in local split screen actually, and so it was pretty cool. And might be fun to play this with other folks. Just crack open a couple of beers on a weekend and just play this game, maybe even stream it. I think it'll be funny. Like, I think it'll be funny. And so increased draw distance, so objects now render much further ahead, so it's pretty cool. And I think it's got a time attack mode as well. So you can rank your best times. I haven't done it, so probably won't because I haven't even gotten on the scoreboard to be honest. Of course, Yu Suzuki is going to be a top dog there. And I think from what I've read, the handling has been tweaked for a more responsive experience. So this is probably, well, say if you don't have access to the arcade, unless you're playing on MAME, of course, which is emulation. This is probably the best way to experience Virtua Racing. Anyway, that is gonna do it for me for today. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. If you enjoyed the stream, please do consider giving it a thumbs up, and if you really like the stream, please do consider subscribing for more retro gaming goodness. If you didn't like the stream, you don't have to do any of that. So it's all good, mate. It's all good, guys. All good. Anyway, we're going to be back on Thursday with more retro gaming action. Until then, have a great continuation of your week, and see everybody on Thursday. And in the words, the illustrious Robocop.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.